scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 27 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Commanders 13, Ravens 7.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That's caught by Senate. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. Trucks over him. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Inside handoff, Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Flowers going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Off the play fake, Daniels. That is caught. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. To throw is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air goes Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, it'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Here's Sims now from his end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Lamar changing the look. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. K.J. Osborne, 35 yards. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Jackson now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 70 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Travis Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Oweh in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. In motion goes the tight end. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man, complete. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, an even 90 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Flowers going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Daniels looking to throw. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
We're looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 10. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now. Those are precious, so you have to learn from those.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Henry up the middle. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Jackson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team. And keep the clock moving.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without